Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Zam, and today's video is going to be a little different. I decided to do a video on how I lost 100 pounds in 9 months. 105 to be specific. So let's get into the video. To start off with everything, I'm going to start off with the one I think really is most important. I did become disciplined. When I first started, I relied on motivation. I would go to TikTok, I would go to Instagram, and that was something that I would do in the past. In the past, I would always lose the motivation and I didn't do it no more, and I would go back to how I was doing. I really just stopped focusing on motivation and more so on gained and built my discipline. And discipline got me way further than motivation has ever gotten me. I feel like once you get disciplined enough, you literally start to become your own motivation. Like when I became disciplined and I seen that I was losing the weight and I seen that I was actually doing good, and I was looking at my before pictures and the progress pictures that I had that day, I became my own motivation. I literally was so motivated to keep going. But there were days where I felt like that I didn't want to do it. Like when I would wake up, I didn't want to walk. I didn't want to go running. I didn't want to eat healthy this day. I wanted to go and get fast food. But those are the times when you actually really see how far you've come and decide that, hey, I know what I'm trying to do. This isn't for me, so I have to keep pushing and be better. So really, you really have to gain discipline. Discipline is the number one thing. That's how you really get anything done. If you're trying to lose weight, or you're trying to get ready for the summer, you're definitely going to need discipline. You're going to know when to say no and when to say yes. Tip number 2 is at least try to get 10,000 steps in every day. I know when I first heard 10,000 steps, I was like, that's easy, that's not hard to do, you just walk 10,000 steps. I was quickly humbled. I didn't know 10,000 steps were equivalent to 5 miles. Most I could do before I was really tired was 2,000. Mind you, at the time I was 370 pounds. So I was sweaty. I was like, I can't do this. So I started off with 2,000 for a whole week, and gradually it started to get easier. 2 went to 5 and 5 went to 10. When I walked my first 10,000 steps, I was so happy. I was like, yes, I did it, and it became a piece of cake for the rest of the summer. With me doing 10,000 steps a day, I was burning on average over 1,000 some calories per walking session, considering how big I was at the time. Make sure you at least get 10,000 steps in. I'm not telling you that you have to jump out and just start at 10,000. You're going to burn yourself out too quick. You have to know what can you do at the moment. Pushing yourself too far is just going to demotivate you, and you're not going to want to keep going because you're doing too much all at once. You have to pace yourself and know when to go and know when to stop. This one, I know you've probably heard it so much, but it's actually the only way that you can lose weight. You have to eat in a calorie deficit. I know so many people hear it all the time. I even see comments on TikTok. They was like, I always hear about calorie deficit, calorie deficit. That's how I lost mine. Walking helped me, but being in a calorie deficit helped me more. That's what you actually need to do if you want to lose weight. When you see people, oh, you've lost weight, what do you do? What do you do? 9 times out of 10, they're not eating the amount of calories that they've been eating, so their body is dropping it off of them. The weight is dropping off. What I used to help me, I did a TDEE calculator, and I got my put in all my information, my height, my weight at the time, and it gave me a good estimate on where my maintenance calories was. You put in your information and you scroll down and you go to cutting, and when you go to cutting, after you put that, it's going to give you all this stuff. Cutting is how you lose weight. Bulking is how you gain it. If you're trying to bulk, you eat in a surplus over your maintenance calories. If you're trying to cut, you eat below your maintenance calories. Now, if you want to stay the same, you eat your maintenance. Hopefully that little lesson helped y'all understand what that all is, because people can tend to get confused. Every so few months, or every few weeks, I would eat at my maintenance. I took it as a refeed because, your body can get burnt out from losing all that weight, and, you're not eating as much, so you lose energy and your metabolic rate can slow down. So I eat at my maintenance a day or two to kind of give my body that refeed, to get it up and running, to keep everything running smoothly, because your body can crash and you can come to a standstill point. Learn about it before you do it, because a few people make mistakes and go into a calorie deficit not knowing everything about it, and they tend to crash weight or drop their calories too low, and that can do more harm than it does good. So do your research. So the next thing I did was I went to bed And I know that may not be like the biggest tip, but I found it that me going to bed, it stopped me from night eating and binge eating during the night, because that's what a lot of us tend to do. We scroll or we watch TV shows. Not only is going to bed early is essential, you need at least 8 hours of sleep, because that's when your body does its thing, when you're asleep, so it can be active for the next day. But also I say go to bed because you won't be eating. You know, that's the time when you can actually sleep and get rest. That's when your body does its thing. So I took my behind to bed early and I got all that out the way, and I didn't wake up feeling like a fatty because I ate so much during the night. Now, there were some nights when I was like, oh, I can't do this. I need something to eat. I want this little candy bar. I want some ice cream. Go to bed. Please, just go to bed. You don't need that candy and ice cream so bad. That's not even you talking. Think about the you who you want to become and the you right now. The you right now, you're fat and you want to lose weight. So why would you give the fat you some ice cream when the skinny you is telling you to go to bed? You have fat you and skinny you. Choose, because I had to make that choice. Now, some days the fat me would win. I would definitely give me some ice cream. So I'm not saying that I'm perfect. This journey was nowhere near perfect, but majority of those days, I went to bed mad because I couldn't get my ice cream. So go to bed mad because you couldn't get your ice cream. See? The last one is I started weightlifting in the gym. I started to go with my friend because I asked her and she's been helping me, so we weightlift together. Now we do different things because, like I said, she has a different body type than I do. Since I'm more of a male, I really focus on like my upper body and lower body, while she's a female. You know, she has different targets that she wants to focus on. But I did start to weightlift in the gym. It helped me out so much. I can definitely tell the difference now and then. I go between 4 to 5 times a week, Monday through Friday. I don't go Saturday and Sunday, but Saturday and Sunday, I don't just sit around. Usually I'm either at work or I still try to wake up and get 10,000 steps in through that day. And I also, Wednesdays, I do Pilates, and I do have dancing class throughout the week. So I'm fairly active, so, but that doesn't give you an excuse to just eat crazy. It's gonna catch up to you. I used to be like that. It caught up to me. Make sure you get your protein in. It's actually recommended that you get I don't know how to, 0.5 pounds or 1 pound of your body weight for protein. I hope I said that right. If not, please don't. It is really hard because I was struggling to hit it, but eventually I did start to hit it. I don't hit it every single day, but I get most of it in. So that did help me with my weight. But yeah, this was the little video of my little journey. I don't know if it's gonna be 100% perfect, but I did the best I could. I hope I explained anything well. If you all have any questions that you want to ask, you know, feel free to leave them in the comments below, or you can find me on my social media and text me. And yeah, I hope you all have a good rest of your day and good week, and stay skinny. Bye.